Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you've all been well. Welcome to episode 2 of my starting my wardrobe from scratch series. So in my last episode, I went through 20 items of clothing that I would purchase first if I had to start my wardrobe from scratch. And then in today's video, I want to talk all about handbags, shoes, and accessories. So I know a lot of you are really excited for this video because I'm sure you're all interested to know the top 3 handbags that I would purchase if I had to start my whole collection from scratch. So I'm going to start off with jewelry. I have 5 pieces of jewelry that I would purchase first. I guess the first item I'm going to share with you is a watch, and this watch I have here is from Rosefield. I purchased this years ago, way before my YouTube journey. What I love about this is 1, how long it has lasted. 2, it's a very timeless style. I am actually looking at purchasing another one from them. They have like this beautiful, it's almost like an octagon kind of shape. I'll insert a photo. Absolutely love that watch, and because I've just had such a good experience with this Rosefield watch, I think this is definitely the dress watch brand for me. There are a lot of different ones out there, but because I know that this one is such good quality, I'm willing to put my money into it, and I think this only cost around $200. That is quite affordable, especially when you compare it to other watches of this kind of quality and this sort of style. Watches are just a very sophisticated piece of jewelry, and I think everyone should have one in their collection. The second piece of jewelry is actually a pair of earrings. These ones are from Jewellery. I often reach for these ones. They're just a very chunky, flat pair of hoops. They're quite a statement piece. And honestly, if I had to start from scratch, I would definitely purchase something like this. I mean, you can get this sort of style from anywhere. Just a chunky pair of gold or silver or whatever tone you wear is just such a great way to really elevate your outfit when you're going from day to night. And then as for my everyday jewelry, the pieces that I have selected are these ones here from Linya. These are the most beautiful gold hoops with a little drop pearl. I actually did a full video on my capsule jewelry collection, which I'll link somewhere up here, but these I think are just a really beautiful, dainty, everyday hoop, and because of the little drop pearl, it just adds a little bit of interest. So absolutely love these. And then if you do have seconds, I think a pair of diamond studs, if you're happy to invest in them, is definitely worth it, because again, they're something that you can have forever. They're great whenever you're asked, you know, if there's anything you would like from for your birthday or for Christmas and you're really stumped on gift ideas, getting some really beautiful quality jewelry is a great one. Either a nice little hoop with a little drop pearl or some just plain diamond studs, you cannot go wrong with. And then the last piece of jewelry I wanted to share with you is actually this necklace that I'm wearing today. This I honestly don't take off, and I think is just so beautiful. You can do this so many different ways. I have a little letter on here. It's the letter R for Remy and Ryan, and it's also my last name. So I chose R, but you could choose the letter of your own name, or you could simply do like a little heart or a little diamond. Anything with just a small little pendant and a plain gold or silver chain I think is really, really nice. Especially, I forget what these ones are called, but it's the chain that twists and it has a lot of sparkle to it. So absolutely love this necklace. And again, if I had to start my jewelry collection from scratch, they are definitely the first 5 pieces of jewelry that I would purchase. Moving on to a pair of sunglasses. I've just selected one pair because these ones see me through year in, year out, no matter what the trend is. I usually do have other pairs of sunglasses in my collection that I change up depending on the trend at the time, but these ones again are just one of those timeless pairs and ones that I could not live without. So these are the Ray-Ban hexagonal wireframe sunglasses, and they're almost, I've said it before, they're like a piece of jewelry for your face. They're very beautiful. You could wear them to a wedding and they really dress up your outfit, or you can wear them casually. Now this style in particular, I did want to point out a con to these, is that the actual lens is quite flat. So although they're very lightweight and comfortable, the sun can kind of creep in the sides and cause a little bit of glare. So there is a style that's almost exactly the same to these, but they're rounded and the actual lens of them is more rounded, so I find it blocks out more sun. So I've actually had that pair before. I sat on them, they broke, so then I went for the hexagonal pair. But if I had to start from scratch and these were gone from my collection and I could only choose one, I would probably opt for the wireframe rounded Ray-Ban sunglasses, just because of that yeah, they just block out the sun a little better. But these ones are really great, and I think that no matter what your style is either, these always go really well, and they do come in different color metals, silver and also gunmetal, I think. Okay, moving on to shoes, because I do want to save SLGs and handbags till last because they're definitely the accessories that get me the most excited. So when it comes to shoes, I don't necessarily wear some of these all the time, but I do think I need to have them in my wardrobe, if that makes sense. So the first is a pair of heels. These are just a plain pair of black strappy heels from Zara. I only have one other pair of heels in my wardrobe, and that is a pair that's very similar to this, but they're in a nude color. So I would opt for black just because that goes with my wardrobe. So go for whatever color is going to suit your color palette best. And the reason I opted for these ones in particular is because I really like the strappy detail and because they were leather. A few brands that I really love when it comes to heels, Elias May, there's heaps of brands on the Iconic. I think Bellini is a really beautiful brand, but I don't know if they do a lot of leather shoes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll have a look and link down below any that I really love, but for me this is literally all I need, and I can't see myself adding any more heels to my wardrobe anytime soon. The second pair of shoes is a pair of sandals. These ones are from Bellini and they're not actually leather. If I could only choose one pair, I would probably go for Joe Mercer or something because they're really good quality, and I do have a pair of Joe Mercer sandals that I love and have had for years. But I've selected these ones because these are relatively new to my wardrobe and I've been wearing them a lot. Sandals is something that I wear pretty much year round because of the climate that I live in. So I could have easily chosen maybe 3 or 4 pairs of sandals that I would purchase first. And of course I will link some below, but a pair of really nice strappy plain kind of sandals are definitely something that I always have to have in my wardrobe. Moving on to sneakers, I have 2 pairs to share with you. The first is a pair of like flat-footed sneakers. I don't know what you call them, tennis shoes. I don't touch these during spring, summer, like at all, but as soon as autumn, winter rolls around, I pretty much live in shoes like this. So last year I wore the Puma all white sneakers. The good thing about having an all white pair, like a white sole and everything, is that you can dress them up a little bit and wear them with like little summer dresses. So maybe just be mindful of that when you are selecting a pair of these sneakers. However, this year I've gone with these. I am so excited to style them this autumn, winter. There is just no way that I could get through a whole year without having some kind of enclosed shoe like this. The other pair that I have as well is a pair of the old school Vans. They're really versatile as well because they're just black and white and they always look really cool. And then the second pair of sneakers that I have are my New Balance 530s. I definitely wear these every single day at one point because these are the shoes that I wear when I'm walking Remy. And I really like this style because they look quite trendy, they look quite cool when I wear them with the activewear, and they're very comfortable. When I purchased them, I honestly thought that they were just going to be a real trendy pair of shoes because these really were on trend a year or 2 ago, but I still wear them every single day. They've held up really well and I just love them. They've also come out with this same style, but instead of the dark navy blue, there's like a beautiful beige color, so they're really nice as well. So they're the 4 pairs of shoes I would select first. I definitely could have expanded on that, probably more in the sandals area, maybe a pair of nice leather slides or something, but I just tried to choose one of each kind. Okay, moving on to SLGs. I have narrowed it down to 2. In terms of like a wallet, whether I chose a wallet or a card holder, I went for the in-between. This is my little vintage Chanel purse, and the reason I love this so much is because you can hold cash if you wanted to. I absolutely love having a card holder in my collection. I also love having a bigger wallet, but if I could only select one, it would be this one. So this is pretty much the same size as a card holder, but it does have a pocket for some cash there. Now, of course, I cannot link this exact purse below because I'm always keeping my eye out for this on the pre-love market, and I haven't yet come across another one, but I will link below a couple of similar options. But if you can go for something that is the size of a card holder but has the option of a flap, or it might have a zip at the back for some coins, I feel like that is such a versatile piece. If you are someone that never uses cash, I would definitely opt for a card holder, but if you just wanted something that was an all-rounder, definitely this kind of style. And if I didn't have the option of this, I will link below what I would kind of choose next. And the second SLG that I just think is a must-have is the little Louis Vuitton key clay. Now I don't actually have this. I don't own it. Instead, I own the little Louis Vuitton 4 key holder. I purchased this pre-loved for like $150 off Depop, and I just really loved that all of my keys were quite secure in here and nothing in my bag would get scratched. And the reason I would opt for the key clay instead of this is because most cars have a key fob around this size, or I know newer cars have ones even bigger, and this does not fit in here, so it kind of has to hang out the top, and that puts quite a lot of strain on the hardware within the key holder. So yeah, if I had my time again and I had to start over, I would opt for the key clay, but this whole system and having some kind of pouch over your keys is something that I could not live without. Now it's the moment I know you've all been waiting for. Which 3 handbags would I select if I had to start my whole collection from scratch? And I tried to go with large, medium, small. Something to suit me for work, something to suit me for just like every day, and then something that I can take to weddings and is a little more dressy. So as for my work bag, there is no way that I could live without my large Longchamp tote. This is amazing. It is just such a great handbag, so worth the hype in my opinion. And I have a handbag organizer in here. Now the organizer that I have in here is from my own Etsy store, and I only have 6 left, guys. So these just sold so quickly. It's the large tote bag organizer. And yeah, I've only got 6 of this size left, and I don't plan to restock them anytime soon because for me 2024 is a very busy year. I have my wedding this year, and purchasing more stock, it's a lot of work goes into it, and I'm thinking I'll do that in 2025. So unfortunately, if you miss out on this size, I can't see my Etsy store selling them within the next 6 to 12 months. So anyway, absolutely love this bag. I love this particular size. The medium is also a really great size if you're not carrying a laptop or a really large water bottle. So I feel like either the medium size or the large size are definitely the best options. And yeah, this is 100% my most used work bag, and I bought one of these for my sister for Christmas to use as a baby bag, and she says to me almost every day whenever I see her, because she carries it everywhere, whether or not she's going to work, whether or not she's just popping down to the shop, she uses it as her handbag because she likes to carry snacks and stuff while she's pregnant. And she was like, Shannon, this handbag with this organizer, this whole system has changed my life. I just feel like no matter who purchased this bag, no matter what age you are, no matter your occupation, everyone gets a lot of wear out of it. I use it when I travel. It's just such a great bag. So there's no way I could live without that. And then the medium bag that I opted for, which will come at no surprise to most of you, is my beautiful vintage Gucci shoulder bag. Absolutely love this bag. I am always looking for them on the pre-loved market. I did find a couple last week with the red leather trimming, and I linked them on my LTK profile, so I'll leave that link below. But this is just such a great bag. It's perfect when you just want to carry a little bit more. So I'm actually using this today. I've got all my stuff in there. What have I got in here? I've just got my phone. I've got my little Louis Vuitton card holder, which I'm using at the moment. I've got my little Sol de Janeiro body spray, love this. And then I've got some chewing gum, and the reason I wanted to use this one today is because I was also carrying a small water bottle and a couple of shopping bags because I popped in to do a little bit of groceries. So absolutely love this bag, and I think it's just such a great all-rounder. And when I was looking at the rest of my collection, I just don't think I'm ever going to be able to part with this because it's just comfortable, it looks really good, and with the monogramming in this particular colorway, it just elevates so many of my outfits. So that is definitely my mid-size handbag choice. And lastly, the small bag that I opted for is my beautiful vintage Gucci Jackie bag. This is relatively new to my collection, but I absolutely love it. It is a dream bag of mine, and I wouldn't change anything about it. So it's in this beautiful soft black leather. You do have silver hardware, and even though I wear gold jewelry, I actually really like that this is silver. It's just something a little bit different in my collection. And I honestly just, yeah, I love everything about it. You simply push this little mechanism, it opens up, you've got one flap, and then it's just one large opening, and you do have a pocket down the side. It's actually got stuff in it as well from the weekend, because I used this last weekend when we went to the Fred Again concert, and that's what I mean, is like I was running around you know, at a festival kind of vibe, and this just sat on my shoulder with ease and did not budge. So in here we have a plastic bag because my anxiety sets in at night, so I always like to have a little backup option in case I need to throw up or something. And then we have my new Vela sunglasses. I just feel like these really make an outfit look a little more trendy, so absolutely love those. And then I have some chewing gum. And then the earrings that I wore that night are these beautiful, because I was wearing a silver bag, I opted for these little ones. I forget where I got them, but they're kind of like Bottega dupes and they're just silver. And yeah, like I said, because I was wearing the silver bag, I went with these. So they are the top 15 handbags, shoes, accessories that I would purchase first if I had to start my wardrobe from scratch. And let me know in the comments below if you guys were surprised by any of my choices. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I have so much exciting content planned, guys. I actually ordered an iMac. So I am going to be doing a full office filming room reset. Plus we are coming into the cooler months here in Australia. So I plan to do all of the clothing that I wore most during spring summer, because I know that'll help a lot of you guys who are on the other side of the world who are coming into spring summer. And then I also plan to do a video on what I'm planning to buy for autumn winter, because there is so much on my wish list I almost don't know where to start. So anyway, if any of that content interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye guys.